then, we're taking a look at Ftse, and as you can see, Ftse did not have a great day. Now at the moment, pre-open, we are trading below the daily and the weekly pivot. We're also trading below a little trend line that's intersecting at that same area. So where are we going today? What do we want to look at? Yesterday's low was 68.56. That's always a good one. You've got the 9-day moving average coming at 68.55. Again, that's always a good one. So I think that will be the area that the market should aim for. Now, as we know, we have this area up here, and because it was resistance, it now becomes support. So underneath that moving average, you've got 68.13. Now, obviously, the 21-day moving average is at 67.92. The technical indicators have turned bearish, I have to say, for Ftse. So that is something you really need to keep your eye on. They were up above the 90%. I think we got to 93% on Ftse. And therefore, you know, I can't see the market going much higher given the overbought conditions of the charts and the fact that both the RSI and the stochastics have turned negative. Now another point to note is this. The stochastics on the weekly chart have hit 90% and they've just turned bearish yesterday. That is not a good sign for the market. It really isn't. What it would mean is that you're going to see the larger hedge funds and AUMs coming in if they are holding Ftse and looking to unload. You've got to imagine that although the market didn't stop at the previous high, which was 69.32 if my memory, 69.32, although it didn't stop there and we got up to 69.62, it still backed away from some really critical resistance at 69.69. Now obviously they've seen this, and holding Ftse for most of the year and obviously late last year, that would trigger an alert, if you like, to these funds that, you know, perhaps all is not well and they would be looking to dump. I know I'm hearing about new regulations of selling short, but you know that's not the case at the moment. So they look at the weekly charts. I know because I do it myself. So they look at the weekly charts and they see the market is turning and they want to get out. And they do. And as you know, if you're long of a market and it turns, you need to get out quickly. So there are levels obviously on the way down that are quite important. But you can't ignore these weekly charts. You cannot ignore the fact that the weekly charts that have been positive all the way through this have just begun to turn negative. That is a real critical, crucial bit of information I impart. The last time the weekly charts turned negative was when we was up at 69.32. As you could see, we had a really large correction, and there's nothing to say that we're not going to have that now. So you really do need to be careful if you're holding long positions. You want to, if you look at where the daily pivot is at 68.98, there the weekly is at 68.93. So basically they are both at the same level, give or take a pip or two. They're both at the same level, and if you look at the previous action, look at how Ftse reacted. You know, it reacted really negatively on Friday, and yesterday, as I pointed out to you all, it did not look like a bullish day for the Ftse. And I think that's going to carry on, and I think that's going to carry on right the way through the week. There are levels of support that are worrying me if they break, but that's way below the market, and I don't see any point in actually telling you about it now Obviously, if it gets near to these critical supports today, I will come straight back on the group and tell you, or do a screenshot and show you what I'm actually seeing. The message I'm going to give you today, this morning, before we open is I'd be very, very wary of longs. I think playing it from the short side is the way forward. I think any level up to 68.98 short term is going to prove to be a bit of a resistance area. If you've got deep enough pockets, you want to put your stop above 69.69. I would add to short positions if we broke above 68.98, because I just would. I would then look at 69.32 as another area in which to go short with stops above 69.69. Okay, well, good luck. For today, I'm with the group, so I will catch you all later on.